Hello, and welcome back to Tsukhime. Let's get started with today's read-through. Hmm? Going back to my room, I noticed that the door is open. Did someone go outside? So you must still be in the kitchen. That means that it's either Kohaku-san or Akiha. Hmm. To be honest, I want to sleep. My body and my heart are tired. I feel like I could collapse if I don't sleep. Just tonight. I feel like if I don't sleep, I'll break. I should. Oh, already faced with a question. Go outside. Mm. Don't skip. I should check it out. I go outside. The previously present moon is now obscured by clouds. Hmm? Someone is in the someone is opening the front gate. I start to say something. Akiha? Aki looks quickly over her shoulder and exits the gate. Ah, thump. Out of nowhere, my chest starts to pound. Thump, 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 thump. My heart seems to pulse with new life. I can feel the blood coursing through my body and shaking off my fingers. Ah, a chill runs down my spine. Despite that, my body feels like it's on fire. Akiha, what is she doing this late? I feel dizzy. I try to sort things out rationally, but I stop. Right now, I have to follow Akiha. Stifling my breath, I follow after her. Thump, thump, my beating heart. I follow her quietly to avoid being noticed. Thump, thump, thump. I feel regret. I don't have my night tonight. There's no moonlight, and it's now midnight. And there isn't a sign of anyone else on the streets. Thump, thump. Akio walks unsteadily. I try to silence my breathing and await my chance. Thump, thump. It's taking her a while to be alone. Where's she going is trivial. Thump, thump. I'm terribly thirsty. I'm incredibly excited. Nice. Thump, thump, thump. All of a sudden, I lose sight of her. Where'd she go? I return to the main street. I feel instinctively that I'll see her again if I wait here. I let out a deep breath. My heart is still burning. That's odd. This isn't a dream. This isn't a dream, then why? Is my blood burning as I'm following Akiha? It's like I want to kill Akiha. Thump, 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 thump. Nasu's famous lines. I'm just gonna skip through that. Sensing something, I instantly conceal myself. Akiha is coming. She looks around from side to side as if searching for something.
And there isn't anyone here.
I hear her thinking aloud. I must be that close if I can hear her. Peering from the shadows, I look out into the street. My head aches. The air around me tenses. I collapse to the ground. I never felt such pain before. It's so bad it makes me seriously think my skull is just split open and I'm going to die. Shaking my head, I stand up. I don't know how long I was out, but the night is quiet. Wait a minute. Why am I here? Am I out on the main street? I saw Akia by the gate, and after that. That's right. I followed her. What am I doing? I'm surprised at what I'm doing. Huh? An unpleasant smell pricks my nose. A smell I'd never known until now. The smell that has stuck to my mouth during my dreams these past few days. From that alley? Getting a bad feeling, I run towards that alley. It's like a rehash of my dream last night. In the alley, there is a collapsed stranger. Despite the blood flowing from the neck, the person is still breathing. Hmm. Everything before me turns crimson. But this isn't a dream. Maybe it's because I've had all those dreams of murder. But I can think calmly. I go out to the street. I go to the nearest public phone and call the nearest Byoin. After giving a fake name, I tell the location and condition of the victim, and I hang up the phone. Now, the Denwa. Now, before the ambulance comes, I should head back to the mansion so no one sees me. After running without stopping, I can finally relax. I don't have anything to feel bad about, but I feel that getting involved would be dangerous, and I did the best I could. The person in the alley was still breathing, and the bleeding wasn't that bad, so I don't think it was life threatening. As expected, running here with all my strength, including up the big hill, was a little much. I'm completely out of breath. Yup. Dizziness assails me. I can feel my consciousness withdrawing. This isn't a normal dizziness. If it's this bad, if I collapse, I won't be able to get up for a while. Damn, I had to get back to my room before. I lean up against the stairs. I manage to take one step up the stairs. That's it though. I collapse. Evil at every corner, 2, October 28th. Strong rays of the sunshine cause me to open my eyes. I'm in my room. I'm now wearing my pajamas and lying in bed. Oh, it's Kohaku-san. I preemptively did history, but it's Kohaku-san. Okay.
Excuse me.
With a knock, the door opens. Kohaku-san enters carrying a towel and a bucket.
Ah, ohayo, Shigi-san. How are you feeling?
Kohaku-san draws near with her normal smile. I think back to last night's conversation with Hisui, tucking that away in the back of my mind. I'm trying to make my usual smile. Oh, hey, Kohaku-san. Did you carry me up here?
Huh? Do you remember, Shigi-san? I found you along on the stairs and I stood up once I called you. You said you had a nice nap and started to walk. I didn't lend you my shoulder, but you walk here by yourself.
I don't remember. I must have been so tired that I forgot what I did.
So, you don't remember anything about last night?
Maybe. I don't remember anything after I came back to the mansion.
That's unfortunate. Shiki-san, keep apologizing to me. I cried when you kept apologizing, and you kept saying that you were an idiot and a blockhead. Shiki-san, are you a blockhead?
No, I don't think so. Well, I am really starting to get an idea that they think my brain is made out of wood. Tonikaku, thanks a lot. If I slept on the stairs, I've caught a cold in school. Hane? Are my eyes playing tricks on me? The clock tells me it's already past 10 in the morning. Ha! Kohaku-san! Kakko!
Yes, today is your school's founding holiday. So, you had school today.
That's right. Cut to think of it. It was. That's very, that's very timely and coincidental. I completely forgot about it since I have been spacing out at school lately. Well, I should get up anyway. If I sleep any longer, Akia will. I sit up on my bed. Honey? I can't really. My body won't move. I try to get up in my arms, but they have no strength.
It seems your condition is still bad. You have a slight fever, and you look a little pale. It may be boring, but please rest in the bed today, Shugi-san.
Kohaku-san wipes my forehead with a cold, wet towel. It feels good and cold.
It seems your fever is down. You're not sweating as much and your face looks much better. You should be well by the evening.
Kohaku-san crisply brings out a thermometer and an ice pillow. In the end, she makes me open my mouth and checks the condition of my tongue.
Well, I'll bring you some rice porridge right away. Shugi-san, you better behave today.
Kohaku-san,
Hi? What is it, Shugi-san?
as expected, she is like always. Her usual cheerful smile doesn't change. I can't bring myself to think that her smile is just an act. Nothing. I'm looking forward to the rice porridge.
Yes, well then, excuse me.
Kohaku-san disappears down the hall, her footsteps padding after her. I just stare at that figure silently. Noon arrives. After bringing the food, Kohaku-san went back to her duties. Being alone, I let out a sigh as I think of my strange circumstances. Myself being adopted. Akia saying that she doesn't care about it. Hisui Kohaku-san. And the killer that's still on the loose. I asked Kohaku-san, but it doesn't seem like there was a new victim in the news today. I guess last night's victim was saved, but while Shiki is on the loose, there will be more victims. If only this body did what I told it to, I could stop Shiki. I lay my head back down on the pillow as I start to say that. Maybe it's because I've been seeing those dreams, but I'm beginning to have violent thoughts like Shiki. Whatever I do, I should heal up first. I close my eyes. Don't skip. Was I this tired all along? My energy just drains from me, and it feels sleepiness overcome me. I can hear my pulse in my ears. Thump, 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 thump. It echoes inside my whole body noisily and jerks me away from dozing off. Hatsui. I'm thirsty again. My throat is dry and my mind is foggy. I open my eyes. My body still seems sluggish and my fever has slightly increased. But still, I should be able to at least go to the dining room and get some water. The hallway is empty. A long time ago. So long ago. I don't remember or something I don't need to remember. This place is quiet, like ruins you might see in a movie. Why are we outside? Let's see. The sunlight is hot. I just want some water, so why? Something compels my legs to move. It seems like the detached building is bathed in sunlight. Completely like I'm in a hot desert. Man, I want some dessert. Hot desert. My vision dims white. Thud. I hear a noise. It's from this detached house. Someone. Is there someone in there? Opening the sliding door very slightly, I peer in from the porch. Inside, I see the figures of Akia and Kohaku. Oh, wait, I have to cut something here. Shit, okay. They look a little strange. I hear the swishing of an obi being removed. What? Without a word, Kohaku-san pulls. Okay. Okay. I need to censor here. This is a Christian. Well, I used to stream this. Now I'm just gonna. It's a Christian recording now. Anyway, I hear the swishing of an obi being removed. What? Without a word, Kohaku-san pulls down her kimono and bares her breasts. Kohaku stands there with a blushing face, but does not move. Akia presses her lips against the bared white chest. Tension. Kohaku looks down at her bare breasts, and Akia crouches so that she is burying her face in Kohaku's breasts. Can't wait for the Red Garden equivalent of the scene. A thin red drop makes a line down her breasts. Akia's throat starts to move, swallowing something. What is she drinking? There's no need to ask. I already understand. Akia. She's drinking Kohaku's blood. Time itself seems to freeze. My entire body pulses and I feel inside out. My heart does not even beat. It ticks like it was a machine. My very cells have been transformed. My bodily functions have quieted like a still lake. All I could do is move my head and process what I see. Akiha. Bewilderment fills my world. Is Akia a Kyuketsuki too?
Akia-sama.
Kohaku's lips tremble.
Please, stop. If you take any more, that'll be bad for you. Just like overdosing on medicine. Getting too used to blood will cause you. You want to say, I will be like Shiki. That is strange, Kohaku. You don't want that.
Her eyes are filled with enjoyment. Kohaku doesn't answer.
That is fine. I didn't like Otosan either. He is pure evil. Just thinking he was my real Otosan made rule even me want to kill him. Right? Succumbing to his blood and forcing his passions on you when you are still a child. Every day, you would do those disgraceful assaults without end. So, Kohaku, I already know that you have a grudge against me, Ashiki. Why? You know all that and still drink my blood. Of course. I know it can't be helped that you have a grudge against me, but I still don't like you. So whatever you do, I will not forget you. I will forgive you. I will forgive you. That's we're none of it. Unless you mess with what's most important to me, that is.
With a smile, Akiha licks Kohaku's nipple. With a sudden jerk, shaking her shoulders, Kohaku stifles a gasp.
No, stop. Akia-sama is drink more blood than usual, really. No need to worry. I won't become my Nissan. To me, sucking blood is just for pleasure. It will destroy me like you did, Shiki. But then, it would make you happy if it did.
Kohaku doesn't answer. She only narrows her eyes, not affirming or denying it. Akia's red tongue slides along Kohaku's white skin. Akia clenches her nails against Kohaku's breasts. Slice. They break the surface of the skin and ruby drops of blood appear. Cheeky, 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 cheeky. My heart rumbles. My will has gone to a far out place. Thump, thump, commanding me to kill. Kill.
Akiya-sama, why did Shiki-sama want so much blood? My blood was enough for him to stay alive. Yes, your blood was enough for him. As a synchronizer, your blood is more efficient and tasty. But reproduction and sucking blood are different. It isn't just that there needs to be a lot of blood. Everyone's blood has a different taste. 'Cause something that has become accustomed to sucking blood, different flavors are desired. There is no limit? Yes, but this is more like a hobby. So, if your will is strong enough, you can quit. If you want delicious blood, it is easy to obtain some. Really, Shigi and I just need the blood of one person.
Am I in trance? Just looking at Akiya sipping the blood, I can't even breathe. Cheeky, 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 cheeky. Pain. If it hurts so much, I might mistakenly kill to be free of this pain.
Just the blood of one person? Yes, for Shiki, it may have been mine. That is why he never came here. If he did that, the fun day would have been over. Yes, over completely. If you drink what would be best for... What would for you be the best blood? There would be nothing left afterwards. I will kill the one I love the most and drink up even their blood, even their life. After that, the only thing left would be emptiness.
Akiya tightens her fingers around Kohaku's body. Kohaku closes her eyes and endures Akiya's actions.
That is why I will never go after the thing I want the most. If there is a time for me to do that, then that is... after finding out that it will never become mine.
Akiya and Kohaku collapse together. Rustle, rustle. Her red hair fills the room like a waterfall. Alright, we are so back. Fighting back nausea, I escape with bloodshot eyes. The dizziness threatens to overpower me. What was she saying? Shiki, sucking blood. Just like Shiki and joking with Kohaku as she sucked her blood. Her red hair. Kohaku. Kohaku-san. Disgracefully assaulted by Makihisa. Chiki. My head is pounding. My heart is still wild. Akiya. I saw Akiya drinking Kohaku's blood, and I thought it was beautiful. Chiki. Crimson hair. A vermilion spiderweb. Freakishly scarlet like the wings of a poisonous moth. The very color of evil. Excessively beautiful, excessively poisonous, and therefore, I am ruled by this strange feeling. Underneath the brilliant sun, I walk through the woods. Chiki. Shut up! The incessant racket does not stop. Chiki. The unnatural sounds. I can hear them coming from behind me. Chiki. Insects. Some black insects are crawling around my back. Is that supposed to sound like cicadas or something? I have no idea, man. Because Kohaku-san called me a blockhead, These insects think my spine is a tree and crawl around it looking for honey. Chiki chiki, chiki chiki, chiki chiki, chiki chiki, chiki 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 chiki, chiki 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 chiki. A lot of that. The insects gathering around my spine crawl into my brain through my neck. Countless insects claw my back, carrying out. As the insects enter, a sick impulse almost seizes me. Kill. The command to kill Tono Akia fills my brain. And there can be no mistake. The name of this insect is the urge to kill. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I slapped the back of my neck with my hand. I felt like I'd go crazy if I didn't. I don't hate Akia for sucking blood. I only hate myself. I hate being filled with the command to kill her. Shaking out the insects from the back of my neck, I escaped to my room. Leaning my back against the wall, I catch my breath. I can't control myself. Just what's different between the cheeky and the way I am now? No, that isn't really important. Why? Why couldn't I understand her? Kohaku-san. The word in Makihisa's journal. The word synchronizer. Kohaku and Hisui weren't adopted. They were just brought here as tools. The meaning. I didn't know the meaning of what it meant by being Makihisa's servant. I didn't even try to understand. Every day. Without end. Akia said that. I don't have to think too hard about what Makihisa did. If Makihisa was subject to the same violent urges as me, I understand all too clearly what he must have done. Always. That girl was always by the window, not knowing how to leave or even how to beg for help. Makihisa had no sympathy for Kohaku, still being a little girl. It was written in the journal. Makihisa only saw Kohaku as a tool, just like a child, placing all his emotions onto her. That girl would perpetually just stare at us while we played in the garden. I can't condemn Makihisa. I also tortured her, more than Makihisa. Hisui said that Kohaku-san always wanted to become Hisui. I can't even imagine it. That girl being locked in the mansion ever since childhood, looking down at us playing behind the clear wall of a window every day. Despite this, she gave me something important to her as I left. After that, for the sake of her Imoto, she began smiling in her own play. A terrible farce. Only inside the play, even she knows it's a lie. All she can do is laugh. What? What a terrible thing I've done. Thinking that Kohaku-san was Hisui. I spoke to her about my memories of the past. The day of the welcome party. While cooking with Kohaku-san, I spoke so happily about memories with Hisui. She said she didn't feel pain when she cut her finger. Toolish. My chest constricts. I can't breathe. Myself that wants to kill Akia. Myself that couldn't even understand what was going on. Come in. Come in. Kohaku-san. My consciousness wavers. My body enters a stupor. For the first time, I want to kill myself for using my ability. I'm gonna make a guess. This is Kohaku, so I'm just gonna read this as Kohaku.
Akia-sama, would you call a doctor? That is pointless. He isn't sick. He won't get better unless we take away what's causing it.
Akia and it's Hisui. Oh well. Akia and Hisui are talking. This is Shiki's room. It looks like I am sleeping on the bed. I try to get out of bed, but I can't move at all. My body is heavy like lead. All I can move freely are my mouth and eyes. For an instant, I think I am still dreaming.
You failed, Hisui. I told you to pay attention to Nisa today, right? I can't even trust you to take care of Nisa like this. I'm very sorry. If you want to apologize, apologize to Nisan. Apologizing to me will just make me angry.
I don't understand why they're like that. But I understand that Hisui is being scolded because of me.
Agia-sama, I cannot help Shiki-sama if he collapses. Please, give Nasa my duty. That won't do. I can't let Kohaku near Nisan. You shouldn't either. Be with Kohaku every time she's here and never let her alone with Nisan. But, Akio-sama, Shiki-sama's condition is getting worse. If he does not receive medicine from Nasan, he will not even be able to stand. That is true, but that's better for me.
Akia murmurs this as she ponders.
Hisui, tell Nisa to skip school for a few days when he wakes up. He has not been feeling well the past few days, so do not let him out of the room until he gets better. I will contact his school.
I can no longer see Akia's figure. A seduced Hisui is the only one in the room.
Shiki-sama, are you awake?
I'm surprised. Aki didn't even realize it, but Hisui must have known I was awake. Yeah, I woke up just a little bit ago. So, go in. Because of me, Akia was mad at you.
No. It was only natural for her to be angry. I did not realize that you had collapsed, Shiki-sama.
Jeez, I'm used to it. And what's with Akia wanting me to skip school? I'm fine, so I don't really need intensive care or anything.
Shiki-sama. And not that. Can you not do as she tells you to do?
Huh? You mean not going to school tomorrow? Hisui nods. She looks as if she is not worried about being scolded by Akia. Rather, she's really concerned over me. Uh, uh, I can't say no to those eyes. I understand. I'll rest from school tomorrow. Is that acceptable? Hisui gives a weak, apologetic smile.
Well then, please excuse me. If anything happens, please call for me.
Hisui disappears with a bow. The instant I become alone, sleepiness assails me. In all seriousness, there does seem to be something wrong with my body. I'm trying to stay awake, but it's no use. Staring at the pattern on the ceiling, I easily fall asleep. Origami. Wait, let me pause for a bit. Okay, I am back. Hmm. Why is there this much sadness? I don't understand the reason. Whatever happens to anyone, it is their fate. It's not something that I can receive as a stranger. Neither pain nor happiness, nor feelings nor flesh. It's not that I'm sad. So, why this relentless regret? Even though I never knew about that girl. Even though I only looked at her now. For me, there isn't a connection between the two. So, why? After thinking of the past that I did not see until now, why does my chest feel like it is tearing apart? Hey, I wonder what is most miserable. The moonlit night. And the killer I happened to meet that one night asked me that question. That was just one of the many ramblings and meaningless scenes. And how did I respond? Sadness is easy to see, and happiness is hard to understand. To find miserable situations, you have to look way down. Look way down. If being miserable is living a life so painful and full of suffering that it makes you wish you were dead, then it would mean that it was better if you were never born. As for me, I thought the saddest thing was to never have been born. After I said that, the killer laughed. After laughing so hard, he said something along the lines that I was really a nice guy. What is misery? Not even realizing your misery and mistaking it for happiness, I think. I remember nodding to that. That really can't be helped. Not being able to think that you're miserable. The only thing that is granted them will be the sympathy that is meaningless. Believing that illusion that she's happy, she'll live a laughable life. As a stranger, I can't feel her pain, and I agree that kind of misery was the worst. I slowly wake up for no apparent reason. The combination of cool breeze and sunlight streaming from the window feels great. The weather is simply exquisite. It's not the kind of weather to spend all day in bed. I lift my upper body. Still no good. My arms are still sluggish. It's not like I can't stand up, but I probably won't be able to walk. I hear the gentle rhythm of knocking.
Please excuse me, Shiki-sama. How are you feeling?
I feel fine. I bet I'll be able to move by evening. I kind of remember seeing that last night, but it should be fine this time.
Shiki-sama, may I ask you a question?
What is it?
Shiki-sama, while you were living with the Aruma family, did you ever collapse like this before?
Yasui's voice is weak. She seems worried that my declining condition is due to me coming back here. You don't need to feel responsible, Hisui. This happened to me while I lived with the Arumas. Well, maybe once a year during middle school, but that stopped once I entered high school. But I was already thinking that if it was going to come, it should be pretty soon.
Then, did you recover quickly at those times?
In a day or two, so it's not a big deal. You act like I have some serious illness or something.
Shiki-sama, I think it is a serious illness. I have heard that you have anemia, but nothing like this. Have you never thought that your body was strange?
The doctor always says my body is just totally weird. Come to think of it, collapsing like this and recovering so quickly, I could say my strength is much more amazing than most people's. She didn't like that. She didn't like that response. Look at the face. Look at her face. I tried to laugh it off and made her angry. I really like it, sweetie.
Shiki-sama, people whose strength is much more amazing You had had many fevers during the night. Did you remember how many times you had a fever last night?
Huh? Did something happen?
It was last night. As soon as you fell asleep, you had a fever. So began to sweat profusely and had to come check on you every hour.
If I do say so myself, that's amazing. It is amazing, but I am a bit embarrassed to have such a burden to her. Been such a burden to her. Huh? Come to think of it, these are different pajamas than I wore last night. Hisui, did Kohaku-san change my clothes?
No, Akiya-sama did it herself. Last night, Akiya-sama and I took turns caring for you. After you calmed down this morning, Akiya-sama returned to her room.
Akiya did. As I blurt this out, I flash back to what I saw her yesterday. Akiya, who was sucking Kohaku-san's blood. Akiya, who was yelling at Hisui.
The Shiki-sama?
I vaguely hear Hisui's voice. Maybe I show my tension on my face. It's nothing. Soka. Akiya took care of me, huh? I like that blush. Man. They really better have the same effect on me once Red Garden shows up, man.
Hi. She would come every hour and take care of you. Since I was unable to contact you physically, it was very fortunate that Akiya-sama came.
How stupid of me. Akiya was so worried about me. But what did I think about her? Thanks, Hisui. Please, tell Akiya thanks too.
Yes. Well done, Shiki-sama. I will bring you breakfast, so please wait a moment.
Hisui leaves the room and I lift myself up. Leaning my back against the wall, I take a deep breath. My body has gotten a little better and the weather outside is excellent. To add to that, I am truly happy that Hisui and Akiya took care of me last night. Still, I feel down. I haven't seen Kohaku-san since yesterday. I know that if I see her face, I won't be able to talk to her normally. But still, I just want to see her face. It passes noon. I think it should be time passes and it's noon. And sun starts to dip from the top of the sky. My condition does not improve, but it doesn't get worse either. Not knowing what to do, I just stare out the window. Even though I try not to think, one person pops into my mind. I know the killer Shiki has to be dealt with, but I'm thinking of Kohaku-san. A solid knock at the door.
Nii-san, it is me. Can I come in?
Akiya's voice. I don't really have any reason to avoid her. Obviously, I'm concerned about yesterday. But it didn't look like she hated Kohaku-san, and it might be something she has to do. Those are the tonal blood needs synchronizers. Akiya isn't hurting her like my Oyaji did, so I should keep quiet about it for now. You don't need to ask me. Come in.
Yes. Excuse me, Nii-san.
Akiya enters my room. Akiya, what about school? It's not even 1 o'clock, right?
I took off today. You're suffering. I should not leave, right?
With a smile, Akiya comes over to my bed.
I will take your temperature. So, please, put this in your mouth. After that, we need to change your sheets. So, can you get up for just a moment?
She sticks the thermometer in my mouth. It looks like she came in place of Hisui. After checking my temperature, she smartly changes my sheets and gets out a fresh set of pajamas. Come to think of it, Kohaku-san was sufficient too, But she didn't have Akia's heirs with this. Part of the Chono training, I guess. Even though Kohaku is relaxed normally, she probably has things ordered so that there's nothing unnecessarily done.
All finished. Nii-san, please lay down.
Still standing, I steal a glance out the window. Kohaku is gathering the falling leaves with her broom in the garden. I could probably say hi from here, so...
Nii-san, I have finished putting new sheets on your bed.
Huh? Go in. I spaced out a little. I sluggishly lie back down on my bed. Sitting down on the chair, she starts to peel an apple rather closely. Classic. With an intense look on her face, she intently works the knife, but sometimes she uses too much strength, and the knife almost flies towards my bed. Is she practicing to be a good housewife? You just know. You just know. You just know. I wish you would do such dangerous things in the kitchen. Akia, you don't have to force yourself. Indirectly, I tell her not to do things she's not good at. Akia's a little dissatisfied, puts down the apple and the knife on the floor. Seeing her with the plate and fork, it's obvious she was going to do something she's not good at. Despite the result, I'm happy for Akia's care. But it's funny, so I start to laugh.
Hey, what is so funny, Nii-san? I did not do anything to make you laugh.
I was just thinking that this is just like back then. When I was sick as a child, you used to clumsily take care of me back then too. Yeah, I remember. When I was still living as an adopted child, when I was playing with Akiha, I caught a fever and collapsed. I was resting in the detached house after that, but Akiha escaped the mansion to come care for me. Sure brings back memories. At first, you just held my hand, but you started to try and take care of me. At the end, you even took some empty syringes and were going to inject me, right?
Oh, well, I regret it now. But is the truth I cannot take back?
No kidding. If Jinan-san hadn't realized it and stopped you, I probably would have died. Incidentally, Jinan-san was the assistant of the family doctor. After that time, he became my personal physician. Jinan-san... Wait, that's Akia's.
Like, Jinan-sensei? And to think of it, even though you did not like doctors, you always ended up losing to him.
Of course. That person is a mad doctor. If you disobey him, he'll pay you back twice as much. Do you understand how scary that is?
Who knows?
Akia says as she smiles. She knows it doesn't concern her, and she isn't being cute at all. Speaking of doctors, when did Kohaku-san get her pharmacist license? She seems to be very close to our age, but doesn't that sort of thing have an age limit?
That is true, but it is Otosan's doing. We don't know exactly the Kohaku Nisu's birth, so Otosan that a little manipulation in the documents and made her older.
As expected of a rich man. Of a rich man. His methods are a bit illegal. What did Nasu mean by this? At this time, Nasu's a rich guy. But I think that Hisui is about your age. Kohaku and Hisui are twins. So that would naturally make her around your age, right? Oh wait, that's Akia's line. Let me read that as Akia.
But I think that Hisui is about your age. Kohaku and Hisui are twins. So that would naturally make her around your age, right?
No way. Kohaku-san and I? The same age? Well, it's not like I really gave it much thought, but I always felt like she was older. Well, she certainly doesn't act older, but I never thought of her as the same age. Because if that's true, then from when Kohaku-san was 8 or 9, Tanomaki dead. Crack. I imagined a crack in my body.
Nii-san? What is wrong? Are you feeling alright?
Nah, it's nothing. No need to worry. After all, this is just a brief pain. There's no need to worry. Oh wait, that's okay.
It's like, there is a need to worry. Sweating like that. It seems like you will collapse at any moment now.
But compared to Kohaku-san, compared to that, and this pain is nothing. I really want to see Kohaku-san after all. I don't know what I will say after I meet her, but I have to see her and do something. I still haven't fulfilled my promise from 8 years ago. This isn't the time for me to be lazing around here. And just like that, suddenly my dizziness comes to a complete stop.
How is that? Have you calmed down?
Akiya is placing her palm on my forehead. Her cool fingers. It seems the cool sensation that numbs away my dizziness like soothing water.
Nii-san, how are you feeling?
Huh? Didn't I already tell her? Her eyes are dead serious. Her gaze seems to be asking something different.
Fine. I will just have to investigate myself.
After saying this, she lowers her hand from my forehead. Her palm smoothly glides down to the top of my shirt.
It doesn't seem like there is anything wrong in particular, but your fluctuating temperature might be due to me simply not being used to it.
Murmuring to herself, she draws back her hand.
Nii-san, you have a normally healthy body, but you have anemia like this very often. Do you ever think that is strange?
Yeah, well, the doctor told me that many times. But what about it?
Of course, doctors couldn't know the reason for your anemia. Ne, Nii-san, do you want to know the reason for it?
Huh? My heart skips a beat. What I haven't known for all these years. This unstable body of mine. Akiya knows? It doesn't seem like you're joking.
Right. If you want to know, then I will tell you. It is due to the sins of my family. So you have a right to know.
For some reason, her words seem very dangerous. But I can't shake my head in denial after all this. I want to know. Please, tell me, Akiya.
Wakarimashita. Then, Dewa, I will tell you. I see that, but you already know most of it. After that accident 8 years ago, you became this way, right? So, this has to be the root of all this.
8 years ago? You mean when I was almost killed by Shiki?
Exactly. At that time, Shiki stole the majority of your life. After Dosen carried out the sentence on Shiki, he was kept alive in the basement, right? So Shiki is using her body in place of the life he had lost to stay alive. That's why, Nii-san, that's why you cannot move around freely with your own life. And as a result, you are always teetering on the brink of death. So as long as Shiki is alive, you will always be like this. You can never go back to the way you were before.
On the edge of death? That's ridiculous. It's just... It can't be just anemia. Not being able to move freely and losing consciousness frequently can't be called anemia. So, it's just like she says. There's not much difference between this and drifting into death. Why? But I made it this far. If I lived like this for 8 years, then I can surely...
No. Yeah. Until now, she was locked away so you were able to live barely. But now she is going outside and is using her blood to do as he pleases. The burden for whatever he does is on you, so you will not be able to live like before.
My pulse surges. Her words hold nothing back. Since they are the truth, they pierce my heart like a sword even more.
Me-san, if you want to hate someone, he's Shiki, or the one to set him free. Because, even if he is alive, if Shiki was quiet, this would never happen to you.
She bites her lip as she says this. Is she that angry at Shiki for stealing my life? She bites so hard that blood flows from her lips. Hakia! But she isn't looking at me. She's staring into emptiness as if staring at an enemy.
But rest assured, I will do anything to protect you, Nii-san. So, you can always smile. We'll kill Shiki. You want to...
We'll kill Shiki, you want to say. I remember in Oyaji's journal, the responsibility of the head of the Tono household is to exterminate all those who stray from a human existence. Ha! That one night, Ake was hugging me, desperately fighting back her tears. That time, I know she said those words. She said she didn't want to kill her Nii-san with her own hands. She was crying, not being able to tell me that.
It's fine. You don't have to feel any responsibility. Oh wait, that's the position.
No, it's fine. You don't have to feel any responsibility.
No. I am the head of the Tono family, so all the crimes that any members of the Tono has committed, I will definitely...
Hey, you don't have to make such a painful face. That's okay. This has happened before. Whatever Shiki does, I'll recover in a matter of days. So, you don't have to worry.
Lee-san, you're just repeating yourself. I could have buried you to be like this, not even knowing if you may die at any minute. So
I told you not to worry. Shiki, it's my responsibility. You don't have to do anything.
Lee-san.
Yeah. Akia doesn't have to kill her Nii-san. This is just between me and him. If the Tono blood is cursed, and I've been forced into this ridiculous dance for 8 years, then I, with my own hands, will end all of this that started 8 years ago. Neither Kohaku-san nor Akia should suffer any longer from that blood.
Nii-san.
As she relaxes, she finally eases her shoulders.
Thank goodness. You're definitely my Nii-san. Just like 8 years ago. You only protect me.
Her brimming eyes look directly at me. How do you say this? The atmosphere has become incredibly intimate. And, as if to spoil this great mood, Akia's stomach lets out a growl. Come to think of it, Akia stayed up all night watching over me. She must have been so worried over me that she didn't eat.
I think I'm getting hungry.
Oh wait, I think that's no, that's Shiki. That's Shiki. That's Shiki. I think I'm getting hungry. I try to follow her up.
Jeez. I was so relaxed I let down my guard.
Aka gives an embarrassed excuse. Well, maybe to help me out. I don't know what would have flowed from that mood. Akeha, I'm fine right now, so please rest. You took care of me all night, right?
It was really nothing at all. I could not help you, and I only did the best that I could.
And that's enough. I heard it all from Hisui. I really am happy to have such a great Imoto.
Yes. Then, I suppose I will rest a little bit. I will come here again after dinner. So please relax, rest and relax.
Getting up from that chair, Ake leaves the room. A light knock and the door opens. Wait, let me pause for a little bit. Okay, I am back. I can only do around 30 minutes more. I don't know if I'm gonna do more recording after I get back because I'm gonna go out and watch the Two Towers for 3 hours, and I'm gonna go out for late dinner. So maybe, yeah. Today will be the usual 1 hour and 30 minutes, I guess. Anyway, let's continue. We're running out of time. A light knock and the door opens.
Thanks for waiting. Shiki-san, time for dinner.
Huh? Kohaku-san's arrival takes me completely by surprise. Are? Kohaku-san?
Hi?
She tilts her head. I thought Akia said she wouldn't let you near me. Still awkward with surprise, I blurted out what I was thinking.
Yes, I was ordered the same thing. But Akia-sama and Hisui-chan did not know how to use an IV. Shiki-san, at the dinner, he had to get just shot, you know?
With her usual smile, she wheels in a cart and shuts the door. On top of the cart, there is food. On the lower shelf, there is a syringe and everything needed for an IV. Kohaku-san?
First is dinner, right?
Here you go, she says as she presents the meal on the platter. Kohaku-san's smile is full of contentment. How could I destroy it? Please act like before. I remember Hisui's words. Even I want her to keep smiling like this. I want her to see her smile happily, just like this. I can't destroy that. Well, I'll dig in.
Yes. Please do everything well.
Lowering my eyes, I pick up my chopsticks. Kohaku-san stands nearby with that smile. It's all so sad. All so sad. I just can't look at her. Click, clack. The sound of my utensils echo through the room. Seeing her so close to me and smiling makes me want to kill myself. Why am I so sad? Kohaku-san is right here. The one I wanted to meet since yesterday is here, so there can't be any reason to be sad. Sadness is easy to see. Happiness is difficult to understand. Tataweba, a girl was locked away in the mansion since she was very young. The girl giving Tonoshiki her ribbon despite all that. Stupid me that spoke so happily about the past in this mansion. Such things cause me pain. Clink, clank. The sound of my utensils. Bringing my hands together, I thank her for the meal. As if she was so happy that I had seconds. She cheerfully tastes the dishes. If that was true happiness, maybe I would be happy as well. That's pretty simple, isn't it? I suddenly find the reason for my sadness. There must be something wrong with me to not have seen that earlier. I just like this person. I love her to a point where I can't even see her and can't imagine seeing her in pain. It seems I finally realized this simple fact.
Well then, shove into your IV. Shiki-san, can you roll up your sleeve for me?
I roll it up to the elbow.
This won't be too painful, so just relax. Nakihisa-sama would sometimes fall ill too. So, I had a lot of practice, you know.
She rubs my arm with a swab of cotton drenched in alcohol. I don't know what to do. Kohaku-san says Tono Makihisa's name as if it was nothing. This perfect act. Is there a reason for it?
Come to think of it, you were always enduring yourself as a little kid. You would ignore Makihisa-sama's scolding and run around the garden.
She speaks nostalgically. I just can't look at her smile directly. For an instant, her smile changes from its usual form. It isn't her cheerful smile. It is a smile that comes from describing a distant longed-for dream. But to protect the Kohaku-san of the present, I had to play along with the charade. Charade. That's right. But, Kohaku-san, you also seem to be having a lot of fun.
Hi! Running around with you, Shiki-san. Yeah, it really was fun. Playing the garden until sunset. But after it was all over, you'd always get yelled at for being covered in mud.
But that's another act too. That smile is just fake. Not being able to stand it anymore. I wrap my arms around this girl speaking of her dream. I can't even hold onto her tightly.
Huh? Shiki-san?
Her questioning voice reaches me. I just wordlessly hold her close to me and stroke her hair. I can't let her see my face. I probably have a horrible expression. I can't meet her gaze, her sharp perception. If I did that, she would know that I know everything. But still, I try to hold back and bite my lip.
Shiki-san? Does it hurt that much, Shiki-san?
No. It is that. All I can do is grip with my fingers. I can't hold her tightly, but I want to embrace her as much as I can.
That's no good, Shiki-san. You're a boy, so you have to endure some pain.
Her arm brushes against my hair. She quietly rubs my head. That breaks my limit. It's okay.
Shiki-san? Did you say something?
Kohaku-san asks. No matter how much my mind screams at me to stop, the words just come out. It's okay. You don't have to smile any longer. It's okay. You don't have to force yourself to smile. My voice feelings spurt forth from my clenched lips. Her hand stops moving. Kohaku-san freezes. She doesn't even breathe. Kacha. I hear a noise. Kohaku-san pulls away.
Huh? Oh no. It must like the ivy spilled.
The usual smile.
Nim, the next book will not arrive until tomorrow, so you'll stop for today. Well then, Shiki-san, if anything happens, please call me.
Kohaku-san pushes the cart as if nothing just happened. She leaves without opening the door. What was I doing? Acting like that and breaking my promise to Hisui. It's no different from Makihisa. I couldn't even control my feelings. The open door flutters at me in ridicule. Wait. Kohaku-san left without opening the door. Okashi. I know Kohaku-san closed it when she came in. So why was the door open? That has to mean that someone was watching when I was hugging Kohaku-san. After dinner, I will return, Nissan. That's what Akia said. Akia saw it. I ponder aloud. That wasn't really a big deal. So why? Why do I have this whirlpool of uneasiness in my chest? Like I just did something I can never take back. Night falls. The clear daytime sky turns to a black dome. The swarm of clouds carousel across the sky and obscure the moonlight. I take a deep breath and get out of bed. See? I told you I'll be better by evening. I'm pretty much better. There isn't anything to stop me from running about. I take my knife from the drawer. Alright. I place it in my pocket and psych myself up. The problems really have piled up, but I won't mistake what I can do and what must be done. The killer wandering the streets. Tonight I will have to end Shiki's wandering once and for all. As for Nissan, it's the least I can do. I can't allow Akia to be forced into fighting her Homono Nissan. I had to stop Shiki while I can still move my body. I don't see Shiki anywhere under the clouded night streets. I guess I was thinking too optimistically. I thought I would meet Shiki if I just walked the streets at night. Even though I have never seen him, I thought I would be able to meet him with like two magnets coming together, like stand users or some shit. It's probably better if I just wait somewhere instead of randomly walking about. The alley would probably be a good idea. For some reason, there's only one alleyway in this damn city. I witnessed so many murders there in my dreams. That's probably the best bet if I want to find Shiki. Well then, I hide in the darkness and take a deep breath. Ready for an attack at any moment, I grip my knife. My heart is beating furiously. This may be imprudent, but my mind is out of control. Soon I will be battling Shiki. This will be an extremely close to a fight to death. I don't intend to kill, but the possibility of ending that way is high. Even still, my mind is calm. Well, has watching those dreams truly desensitized me towards killing? The only thing that is normal is my heart. It is the only thing that feels the tension of the upcoming killing and beats a warm warning bell inside of me. Maybe it is the only true normalcy of the Naya Shiki. Wi-Fi is okay if you're close to the router. I let out a deep breath. My insides are still overheating. Strange. My feelings are completely calm. So why? Why is my blood racing to meet this Kyuketsuki? Thump, thump, thump. A lot of thumps. Thanks, Nasu. Thump, thump. Once before, I think I was searching for someone like this. I sense someone and instantly hide myself. The sound of footsteps. My pulse reaches new heights. The one who is coming is the one enemy I know I came here to defeat. The footsteps come closer. Only a few more steps. 1 step. 2 steps. 3 steps. 4 steps. I dash towards the enemy. The enemy suddenly whirls to face me. The enemy tries to jump back, but I am many times faster. I swing my knife at the enemy's throat without the slightest hesitation. Right before impact, I manage to pull back. The knife breezes through Akia's hair. We both take a deep breath and point at each other at the same time.
Nii-san! What are you doing here?
Akia, what are you doing here? Well, I guess it's pretty obvious. We're after the same thing. Akia looks at me with eyes almost brimming with complaint. I think she's still mad at me for hugging Kohaku-san, but I can't worry about that right now. Akia, just what are you doing here at this time of night?
Is it made it obvious? I'm looking for Shiki so I can fulfill my duty as the head of the Tono family.
Akia answers me. Akia, I told you I'd take care of it, so there's no need for you to put yourself in danger like this. Didn't you agree to that?
That may be true, but I changed my mind. Nii-san, you seem a little busy, so I thought I would go in your place.
With a hum, Akia looks away. Akia, I won't ask what you're angry about, but isn't that a different matter? This is between me and Shiki. Akia, I won't let you get involved in such a dangerous fight.
Give it up. You are very naive if you keep saying that, Nii-san. Look, even now your body's getting weaker. So I will do whatever it takes to make you better. I will not listen to you if you tell me to stop.
Akia looks intently at me. She's dead serious. What you say is right. I really am happy that you worry over me this much. But isn't it tough? Shiki's your,
Nii-san, you are the only one I call Nii-san. Certainly, this is a difficult task, but someone has to do it, right? I was raised to fulfill my duty as the head of the Tono family, so all of this is under my resolution. More importantly, Nii-san, at your current health, what are you doing? Why are you the one who is in danger for Shiki?
Akia adopts an incredibly commanding pose as she walks towards me with her finger pointed right at my throat. I unconsciously take a few steps back under this attack.
See? You're already losing to me mentally. Look, you are just a normal human, so a kaibutsu like Shiki is still far above your level. I will escort you this night, but from now on, you have to take care of yourself.
Akia grabs my arm and walks off. What? Mate, Akia! Wait up!
Oh, quiet. If you make a racket this late at night, you will just attract the police.
I lose once again. Oh well. My body still isn't fully well, so I should just go back like she says.
Nii-san, please, go back to your room. I am also done for the night.
Akia turns away, still a little bit perturbed. Her black hair swishes in the air. For no reason whatsoever, I see her and feel this incredible uneasiness. Akia!
Yes? What is it, Nii-san?
I can trust it, right? I say that without really even knowing what I want to trust in. Akia looks surprised for a moment.
Yes, you haven't done anything you need to worry about, so please rest.
She says this with a completely unclouded smile. Akia walks away. My room is on the second floor of the western part of the mansion. Akaya's in the eastern part, thus living under the same roof, but feeling so far away makes me that uneasy. With this lingering uneasiness that I can't define, I open the door to my room. Locks of hair. October 30th. I can probably go one more scene and I have to call it in. Hopefully, I don't know if it's called in for today or maybe I'll upload later. I don't know, man. But I'm gonna go home late, I guess. I hear the voices of reed warblers. In the distant moon, the night is dark and the veil of trees shrouds the entire world. The ground is jagged, like the teeth of a saw. There isn't anyone around. All I can hear is the reed warblers. A black field. I instinctually feel homesick. As a child, a small child, I always play in this forest. I always go out in the dead of night. Since my parents and siblings feel uneasy about getting seen by people, we usually don't go out during the day too much. So this is just like any other day. I walk out the garden alone into that forest and I encounter those people I don't know. The black field is even darker shade today. It isn't a natural darkness. It is as if it's being radiated from a dull lamp. The fresh carpeting of blood looks like wild berries. It is awfully hot. As I take each breath, it feels like I'm bringing fire into my lungs. The heat is as intense as summer. Is that why I keep hearing those reed warblers in the chilled air? The wild berries are strewn all over the field. In the middle, a single bright red eye. A stranger is standing in the field. It only has one eye. The eye shines with red light, looking like it's floating in empty air as the very existence screams abnormally. Since there is only one eye, its color doubles. Compared to that eye, the fresh blood seems like the chrome yellow of a far-up mountain. A scarlet deeper than red, a name for that has been passed down into the Naya oral tradition. Crimson red vermilion. A name that points to an existence that is awakened to the non-human blood of its ancestors. It describes a person whose ego is subsumed by the transcendental self and loses all insanity. It is said that the red evil eye is a sign of being possessed. Like a mirage, somewhere shimmers behind it, laughing around aimlessly as if it's insane. It doesn't look like it's having any fun. When the reed warbler's cry, its body becomes hazy. It disappears as if eaten by the surrounding bush. A voice calls me from the distance. I'm scared to be alone, so I should go towards the forest. Within the veil of trees, I hear sounds like they were having a festival, matsuri, crash, crunch, smash, splat. Nanaya Shiki walks towards the back of the forest. After passing through the field, I think back about the redness I saw earlier. How pitiful. When did it become so tired and hazy like that? It seemed incredibly strong, but at the same time, very fragile. After finding out that it doesn't have much longer to live, I continue towards the heart of the forest. I open my eyes to the morning sun streaming from my window. Sleep. My pajamas are drenched with sweat. It seems I had a weird dream. It was like that really old silent comedy film. I'm not too sure, but the one where the actor with a black derby hat and mustache keeps getting in all sorts of situations. It was a dream where it felt like I was watching a movie. Come to think of it, never did dream when I stayed at the Arimas. Actually, I never did dream since I was a kid. My doctor said I sleep so deeply that I can't dream. Then maybe the dreams I see since coming back to this mansion are actually my memories instead. Wait, isn't that what you call a dream? Well, I'll leave these little things for scholars to debate. You mean the guys who are still debating about this shit 20 years later? Like, some of us are still doing it to this day. Anyway, as a student, I should go to school. All right, time to get up. I get up from bed. Actually, my body does not move. Why can't I move? I clench my teeth and summon all my strength. The blood rushes to my head, causing dizziness, and I manage to lift up my upper body. I'd say my body is on fire. This is worse than yesterday. Yesterday, my body was just heavy, but now it's just moving my arm is incredibly difficult. I see if I can lift my arm vertically. I finally lit it up. Just knowing this expands all my energy and takes me about a minute. What's going on? This is like a dead body. Or maybe like a robot without any power. Either way, I can't move. But still, my mind is sharp. And I don't feel any pain. Kohaku-san! I start to call her, then stop. Yesterday I said those things while I embraced her. I don't know what Kohaku-san thought of that. I don't think she knows that I know about her and Hisui trading places, but it's still difficult for me to face her now. Hisui! Akiha! Oi! I try to say come, but I stop. Speaking loudly brings another wave of dizziness crashing into me. Shouting requires muscle use, and that probably puts a strain on the blood to my brain. I breathe shallowly. All I can do is just wait like this until Hisui comes to wake me. In the end, I take off from school today. When Hisui came to wake me, she immediately turned pale and called for Akiha. As soon as she heard Akiha came running, I guess neither Akiha nor Kohaku-san knew what to do because they called the doctor in to perform an examination. As usual, it came up with nothing. As expected, Akiha ordered me to rest in bed afterwards. The sun sinks below the horizon. Lying on my side, I gaze emptily out the window. I knew I should have settled things with Shiki last night, especially now that it became like this. While I'm like this, the number of victims will increase. No, even last night, after I came back with Akiha, Shiki might have already sucked another person's blood. Was it the wrong decision? Last night, maybe I should have stayed in that alley waiting for Shiki no matter what Akiha said. I had to go tonight. I can't cry over the fact that I can't move. I had to stop Shiki as soon as possible. I had to save up all my strength until tonight so I can do that.
Shiki-san, are you awake?
Kohaku-san opens the door and walks in. Kohaku-san.
Hi. It's been a whole day, isn't it, Shiki-san?
She closes the door with a smile. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I suddenly feel awkward and look away. I can't speak to her directly now. Not only am I worried too much about Shiki, but I also haven't figured out an excuse yet for my stupidity last night.
Shiki-san? Why do you look so down? You really don't feel well.
She looks into my face. No, that's not it, but... Blushing furiously, I somehow manage to calm my response. This is bad. I said it would be difficult to meet her, but just seeing her face uplifts me. Since I could not see her for a whole day, just having her beside me makes me so happy. I forget about Shiki. Kohaku-san, I thought the IV was already done. All the same, I need to keep my distance from her. I broke my promise to Hisui and held her. I don't know what she thinks about what happened yesterday, but as for me, I finally realize how I feel. I have no clue what I'll do if she's this close to me. If there's nothing, please leave. If Akiha sees you, you'll be in trouble.
I do have something. I thought I would ask you if you wanted anything special tonight to eat.
To eat? Since I'm like this, I think something easily digestible would be best.
worry about such delicate matters, Shiki-san. The doctor said you could eat as you please. So tonight I'll miss you whatever you want to eat.
I do have foods I like, but I think right now nutrition is more important than taste. I see. Then something really nutritious. I had to get as much power as possible to stop Shiki tonight.
Hara? Stop your saw, Shiki-san.
Kohaku-san confusedly tilts her head. Yeah, but I let that slip without even thinking about it. Wait a minute. She has to know about Shiki. When Akia was drinking Kohaku-san's blood, they were discussing Shiki. Even Hisui knew I was adopted. Then there's no way Kohaku-san does not know about Shiki.
I see. You know about it.
Wait, I switched though too. Let me do this again. I see. You know about it.
Do I know what?
That I was adopted, and that Agia is a killer brother called Shiki. Her smile freezes.
I see. Shiki-san, you found out about it.
But that's just for an instant. Kohaku-san's act with Hisui from the past doesn't crumble.
But Shiki-sama's no longer in this world. You are the only eldest son of the Tono family now. I think it's best to forget about it.
She's smiling. The same smile she had when discussing the evening menu. I want to forget it, but I can't. I can't forget what the Tono blood did. My Oyaji, you turn you into nothing more than a smiling doll. And I can't leave Shiki alone. Bro, did you listen to what Kohaku-san said just now? As long as he is being a Kyukatsuki, I can't ever be Akia's Nisan. I can't get that girl back her ribbon either. This is the only thing I can do. I don't know how to save this person or erase the sin of the Tono Makihisa. All I can do right now is to stop the killer Shiki and extinguish that Tono blood. I want to do this with my own hands. I can't leave him alone. More than that, I want to help you, Clock-san. Baka. I keep saying these stupid things. Thinking selfishly, thinking that I could save Kohaku by doing that. Such selfish things. What am I saying? But anyway, this is a problem in the Tono family, so I will end it. There's no need for you or Hisui to worry. Kohaku-san doesn't say anything. Her smile also ceases. Kohaku-san? Did I say something wrong?
No. Do you really mean that?
Huh? What does she mean?
Shiki-san, you know that Akia-sama leaves the mansion every night.
Yeah? It's her responsibility as the head of the Tono family to look for Shiki. I told her to stop, but she doesn't listen.
I don't believe it. He didn't hear from Akia-sama.
Chotto. Kohaku-san. Hear what? Kohaku-san doesn't answer, but she isn't acting normal. Even someone thick-headed like me can tell. Thump. My pulse starts to increase.
Akia-sama is lying to you, Shiki-san. Shiki-sama wasn't exactly a blood-sucking demon. As a bodyworm of others. Not the blood, but the heat.
My pulse goes crazy. The combination of those fast and her serious eyes makes me imagine something mad. Wait. Please. Just wait. That is unconsciously something I avoided thinking about. Please wait. It's okay. You don't have to say anything.
Shiki-san, the one known as Toto Shiki, is no longer this world. Certainly Shiki-sama was a blood-sucking demon who killed people in the streets. But that is all over. 5 days ago by Akiya-sama's hand, Shiki-sama was exterminated.
That Yume. The Yume of the killer being killed by Akiha. That wasn't what I saw. It was what Shiki was watching in his final moments. The Shiki that killed people and drank their blood is no longer alive. So, that means that all the recent incidents, they are all... Shiki is no longer alive. Long gone. The only one that is left, leaving every night to walk the streets, the blood-sucking demon named Tono Akiha.
Shiki-san!
Ignoring her voice, I fly out the room. Running. My body's engulfed in pain, but that doesn't matter. I don't think about anything. I don't want to think about anything. Until I hear the truth from Akiha's mouth, nothing else. Running towards a room at the east end of the mansion. Breathing wildly, I opened the heavy double door without knocking. I look around the room. Akiha elegantly gets up from her chair as soon as she sees me.
Well, what is it, Nii-san? Entering without knocking is pretty rude, you know?
I catch my breath as I stare at her. No, I'm definitely glaring at her without realizing it. Akiha senses the emotion in my look.
Nii-san, did something happen?
I take one more deep breath and calm my breathing. Suppressing the pulse in my chest, I glare as I speak. Akiha, what is the meaning of this? Her face tightens. With just those words, she probably figured out what I was going to say. After staring at me wordlessly, she walks casually over to the window still. The deep sky. The red rays of the sun glaring through the sky and into the room. Like 3 days ago, she turns her back to the crimson sky.
I'm not sure what you mean, Nii-san. Could you be a little more specific?
Dizziness assails me. Is it just a trick of the eyes? I thought I saw something hazy around her. Danger fills the room. It must be the fault of that glowing sky behind her. Akiha's hair looks crimson. My whole body creaks.
Nii-san, if you don't say anything, I can't help. Or you go back to your room and pretend nothing happened.
Akiha giggles. With that, I understand she was really deceiving me all along. Akiha, why?
You already know why I killed Shiki. I am the head of the Tono family. It is my responsibility to exterminate those that become controlled by the Tono blood. What I did was the consensus of the family. Even Neil wanted to kill him.
The hairs on my body stand on the end. What is this? Who is this person in front of me? Who is that takes away my breath through sheer pressure? No, that's not what I meant.
Hana? Well then, there's no problem. Killing someone who is a human isn't a sin, right? If it's just like killing a dog that attacks people, it is on the same level.
I said, it's not about that. What I want to say is, why did you hide it from me?
Ah, that. It's boring. Asking me such an obvious question. Nah, Nii-san. Asking something you know the answer to is not a question, but a confirmation. If that's the case, I can only nod.
The air around her shimmers. The curtains waver like a mirage. Her long hair illuminated red by the setting sun. Creak, My body screams to me to kill her. You killed Shiki 5 days ago.
Yes.
Akia nods. 5 days ago, that night when she collapsed, hugging me while she was crying, tried to hold something back. Then, the recent Hyuketsuki incidents aren't the work of Shiki. They are all you're doing. Yes, Akia nods. The detached building in the forest, where Akia was sucking Kohaku-san's blood. At that time, Shiki was already gone, and Akia was still committing those acts. Kohaku-san even asked why Akia wasn't satisfied with just her blood. Doshite? Shiki was, but you don't seem strange.
Yes. I am not like Shiki. It is obvious because I am drinking Kohaku-san's blood, so I don't become like him.
Ja, why aren't you satisfied with just her blood? You said it yourself, so why? Why are you doing the same things as Shiki?
It is the influence of Shiki. This is my feeling, Nisa. My power is not sucking these foods, anything or destroys. It is the power to plunder. I stole Shiki's life from him, but at the same time, it seems I also took in something not good.
Fucking Roa. Fucking Roa, man. Huh? Something not good? Something that wasn't in her before. Something that's in her now. That's, How
do I put this? Ever since I killed Shiki, I became unable to suppress my emotions any longer. I become unusually strong-minded, and my lust is sheep when I normally would have just kept it inside. So, I guess I just became honest with the desires I held back for so long. I needed Kohaku's blood to maintain my body, but I was getting bored of the taste since I'd been drinking it for a few years. Yes, you probably will not understand, but the first time I tasted the blood of someone other than Kohaku, it was simply amazing. It was so delicious I thought I would go insane.
She smiles from the bottom of her heart. The wavering mirage. The only time I sensed this danger was when now it's Shiki. When Shiki was killed in that dream. Akia, you...
Don't look at me like that. I always stole their blood. Shiki took their lives as well, so you should not look at me like that, Nisan.
Only their blood? Akia is neither defiant nor remorseful. She just smiles as she looks at me and speaks as if it was a matter of course. I can hardly breathe. Akia is enjoying this. I came to confront her, but it seems like it's just killing her boredom. What is this? This is like a killer truly enjoying insanity. Stop messing around! Why? Dad, why, Akiha? There's something wrong with you! Somehow warding off her gaze, I take a step closer. It must have worked because she swallows her words. You must know, too. What you're saying isn't right. I take another step. After looking away peevishly, she bites her lip and glares at me.
There's nothing wrong. I took the blood of other people only for your sake.
Huh? My legs stop. After she strongly bites her lip, she relaxes.
I already told you. You were killed by Shiki 8 years ago. You are not the mixed blood of the Tono family, but you are just a normal person. You did not have any power to live after Shiki stole your life from you. But I hate out loud that. You were killed protecting me. So, I was the one who should have died. I was saved by your bloody body. You were already dead, and you still protected me. I did not remember everything that happened afterwards clearly, but I just remember thinking only that it would have been better if I died instead of you. That wish was granted. See, it's like what happens in a fairy tale. giving your blood to dead birds and dogs so they can live again. My power is really the opposite. But I guess I put that Noroi on you. You miraculously recovered, and ever since that day, I had carried a load. Come to think of it, it was only natural. It is because I shared half of my life with you, Nisan.
Everything goes black. So I am alive because of Akiha. And at the same time, because of that, Akiha has to live with that terminal illness. Akiha, the time you had that fit, it was all my fault?
Yes. As long as I keep you alive, I had to use the powers of the tonal blood. If I do that, my human blood becomes thin. If it becomes too weak, I will become something less than human, just like Shiki. To prevent that, I had to only use the minimum of my powers. But if I do that, I can only maintain your life, and I cannot support my own body. As a result, these fits occur. Such the danger, my body tells me to stop providing you with energy, or just become one with the total blood. It is only thanks to Kohaku that I have been able to resist it this long. As a synchronizer, she can strengthen one's will. I regularly drank her blood to strengthen the human part of Tono Akiha.
Before I realize it, my whole body staggers. Akiha. Akiha's sucking blood. It's completely my fault. As long as I'm alive, Akiha has to live as the Tono.
But I thought, if I killed Shiki, it would be resolved. If Shiki died, he would no longer be able to steal your life.
That's right. If Shiki's no longer alive, then I could have my life to myself, so I wouldn't be anemic anymore.
But it really is funny. If anyone other than me had killed Shiki, then you would have been back to normal. Didn't I tell you? I stole everything with Shiki. I do not have the power to synchronize like Kohaku. What I stole, I cannot give to anyone else.
She strangely gives a heartfelt smile and pure self-deprecation.
After killing Shiki, I felt a weight lifted from me. Those spasms I had every night did not occur, and I felt great. I do not need to say why, do I? Because in place of Shiki, I am now sealing her life. But I just took it, and I cannot give it back to you, Nii-san. Unlike Shiki, I did not have the ability to fuse. Yes, you were fused with Shiki. Certainly Shiki took away life from you, but it returned to you when he slept. But that is no longer the case. That is why you had trouble moving now. That is why I had to continue supplying you with energy more than before. For that reason, I need to accumulate energy from people's blood.
After saying this, Akiha walks away from the glowing red window.
Nii-san, maybe I am just a blood-sucking demon, but it is all for your sake. Will you still not allow it? Not as Total Shiki, but will you kill me as Nanaya Shiki?
I don't know what to say. Whatever she says, I'm Tonoshiki. I won't become what I don't even remember as Nanaya. But my body is different. Just seeing Akiha causes all the strength to my body to coil like a spring. It's like it's trying to do something to the non-human Tono Akiha. No, it isn't about Tono or Nanaya. I just don't want you as Akiha to have to drink blood. I don't want you to become like Shiki.
Nii-san, I'm doing this for your sake. Don't you understand that? Even that time, I told you how I felt. You didn't even say anything. I told you that I loved you. So why do you look at another woman?
But love? But it's like brother and sister. Even if we're not connected by blood, we're still siblings. Yeah, this is a shit route. Anyway, just kidding. Don't say such stupid things.
It's not stupid. Because we are siblings. I can't love you.
Her voice echoes through the room. That may be the first time she's yelled like that. Akia's shoulders rise and falls as she pants heavily and bites her lip regretfully. Aki, huh?
Nissan, I don't care if I become no longer human. If that means you can live, then I do not care what happens. So, please, look only at me. I was always waiting for you. Now that you came back, do not betray me.
Her fingers tremble as she says this. She closes her mouth and awaits my response. She wants me to only look at her. I didn't think Akia with her pride would actually say that. But that's wrong, Akia. Without a doubt, she's dear to me. Akia saved me until now. Saved me up until now. So I want to grant her wishes as much as I can. But still, she is my imoto. Yeah, this is a shit route. I'm just kidding. But I can't love her in any other way. Because the one I think the most isn't her. Akiha, I can't return your feelings. My special person is someone else. Akiha is calm, as if she knew from the start. She closes her eyes quietly and distances herself. Her footsteps, she walks to the window. The wind blows her long hair freely.
Call? But, Nissan, you do not have a choice.
Her eyes become glaciers. In that instant, my body collapses to the floor loudly. My breathe. I can't breathe. This is worse than anything before. I really can't breathe. My arms and legs won't move.
How is it, Nissan? Returning to how it was 8 years ago.
I can hear her laughter. Okay, huh? I somehow manage to look up. Her eyes are filled with pleasure as she looks at my deteriorating, fragile situation.
I told you, your body is alive only because of me. Do you understand? I just had to think it, and you will die. That is the life of Tunoshiki, Nissan.
Her voice reaches my ear like a whisper. My heat cools down. I feel like I'm rapidly tumbling towards death. My senses start to drain away, and I'm scared that if I let my guard down, I will totally disappear. What she is saying is the truth. Akia clutches my very heart in her hands right now.
You're pretty strong-willed. I took enough energy away to cause you to pass out already.
Her fingers lowers. Huh. Her finger traces on my back. Her nails find the scars on my body.
Beautiful. The cuts I gave you are still here.
Then that night, those marks she gave me when she was holding me and crying.
So, I will ask once more, Nissan. I am the most important person to you, right?
Her whispering voice next to my ear. My senses are just about completely gone. If I don't answer, I might die.
Answer. I will not be gentle forever, you know.
You got to be kidding me. Using your power like this on me. I won't cave in.
Please. You really are strong-willed, Nissan.
Her fingers pulls away.
I understand. I will kiss you until tomorrow to think about it calmly.
Akia walks away from me and picks up something that looks like a receiver.
Kohaku, come to my room. There is something I need you to carry.
Her voice sounds happy. I can't think well. All I understand is that Kohaku-san will be here soon. The door opens and Kohaku-san arrives.
Shiki-san?
I think she realizes I'm on the floor. She runs to me.
Shiki-san! Remember Shiki-san?
My mind must be really messed up. Kohaku-san. She sounds so intense. I don't believe it.
Akira-sama, what have you done? Nothing. I just showed Nisa how things stand. It seemed he would not understand unless I told his body. But I can't just let him lie here all night. So, let me take him to his room. We'll be in essay at least until tomorrow night.
Akia turns away. It seems like she's going to her bedroom. That fiery aura swirls behind her back like a mirage.
Shiki-san, can you stand?
I can. And that's what I meant to say, but I can't even do that. Kohaku-san lends me her shoulder. I hardly feel like I am alive, let alone able to walk. The cable that lets the human Tonoshiki move about seems to have been cut. Looking at my vision in pieces, it seems I have gone out into the hallway. I had to end here. I really had to end here. This scene went way longer than expected. I'm going to be late to the movie I'm going to watch, so I have to get going. Anyway, I hope you guys are watching, and I'll see you guys on the next upload. Ciao.